folks, this is Gray Eagle in Florida. I hope I'm back on the video thing again. The old camera broke. I dropped it a couple of times and gave up the ghost. I got a new camera here now, bought yesterday. I got something red across the screen. I don't know if that's going to show up on the video or not. Didn't see it yesterday when I demonstrated it up there at the store. Anyway, it's a lot more camera than I had before. It's 1080p with even stereo, and I'm thinking maybe I'll go to the beach, and since it's such a big, good camera, it's a $250 camera, actually on sale, $95 off. So I got it for within my budget. So I hope it's going to be a good camera. Let's pray that I don't drop this one. If I drop and break this one, I probably won't get another one. Anyway, I got a plan here. Oh, by the way, April 5th, 2013 is the date today. I got a plan here how to solve the school shootings. This was actually taught to me by a company I used to work for, the old gray armored car company, and you've seen these gray armored cars driving around. I'll tell you how that fits in later. Anyway, first thing we need to do to stop the school shootings, and I have to go from a perspective of Florida here. I don't know what they have in other parts of the world, but here in Florida, you have to go to 40-hour training to be a security guard. So we take volunteers from the schools that want to protect the children with deadly force from armed attackers. We put them through security guard training school for armed officers, and then we put them through the 8 additional hours of CWP training. That includes range training. And I don't recommend that female school staff get involved in this, but if they want to do that, you know, they should be allowed to do it. But I don't think that the females should, for the same reason that I don't believe the women should be involved in combat in the military. So that notwithstanding, number one thing, we have to take volunteers from the school. The most likely personnel that would be to get involved in this would be the physical education, football coaches, basketball coaches, and what have you, and the janitorial staff, if they want to. This is strictly voluntary now. If they want to get involved in that, or any other staff of the school wants to protect their children, they take these courses, go on to get their CWP. Then the next thing we have to do is pass laws that indemnify them from civil and criminal penalties. We don't want this nonsense popping up like the Trayvon case, where the guy was shooting. He claims in self-defense, and there's a lot of evidence that he was. And then due to lots of pressure from a certain community to go ahead and throw that business out and prosecute him anyway, we can't have that for the school administrators. We've got to indemnify them. We've got to keep them from being prosecuted, not only criminally, but civilly as well. We have other laws on the books like this that protect, I think they're called Good Samaritan laws, if somebody wants to see somebody sick or in distress of some sort. And they take action to try to help the person. They can get, if something goes wrong, they can get sued. And the Good Samaritan laws prohibit that. Now the part that, this final part here is where the gray armored cars come in. When I worked for the gray armored cars, we had an outstanding $5,000 reward for taking out any armed attacker. And I think that should apply here to the school administrators and teachers that want to protect their children. But I think we should boost it a little bit. Of course, that was back in the early 80s. And due to inflation and other reasons, we should boost it to a $10,000 reward for any school official that takes out an armed attacker. $10,000 reward. Slap it right down there the day the incident happens. And that will, you don't have to hire armed guards at extra cost. And that's not a bad idea, but I think this will work better. And of course, I think when an incident occurs, we should have body armor on hand at the school for the teachers to put on to go against these armed attackers. I think that's a good idea. I think it can work. And I just want to know what you think. If you want to comment about it, please do. And in the meantime, I'll be coming up with more videos. Those that like my videos, I'm back, and I'll be here for until I'm not here anymore. So that's Grey Eagle in Florida. That's my thoughts for today. Don't remember to trust Jesus, so you can go to heaven and escape the great tribulation. The eagle is out, but I'll be back. The good Lord be willing, and the creek don't rise.